Namaskar and welcome to Yagya VM. I hope everybody is fine. My name is Yagyasani Patra. In this class, we are discussing the question paper of OPSC 2017 prelims. In the last class, we discussed till your question number 32. So question number 33. What is the question? Which of the following pairs of Indian forest is not correctly matched? यहाँ को मित्रों कोटा correctly matched नहीं है. Option A, monsoon forest is teak. Mangrove forest Sundari, evergreen forest rosewood, savanna forest people. So what is the correct answer? As you know, people is a moist deciduous kind of vegetation. So it is not a savanna type. So option D is correct here because it is asking not correctly matched. Evergreen forest you can find, for example, ebony, mahogany, rosewood. So this is correct. Then mangrove forest, yes, Sundari tree. So these all are correct, but D is wrong. Next. On which of the following Indian rivers the Mettur project has been constructed? So this is Mytur, but the correct project is Mettur project. So Mettur project is constructed on dash. The correct answer is Kaveri. As you know, Mettur project was created in the year 1934 during the British rule. So the governor of Madras, whose name was Stanley. So after his name, there is a reservoir in India, the Stanley Reservoir. And Stanley Reservoir fills the water from this Mettur project. Kaveri River flows from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. Since a lot of dams are created in Karnataka itself, the Mettur dam gets very less water. Also, during various periods in a year, the Mettur dam gets dried. Now, what is the correct answer? Kaveri River. And this is a controversial dam because of this dam controversy. The rift water struggle between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. And Stanley Reservoir is located on this. 1934 was the year of construction. Now, let us move to the next question. The question is asking the ideal temperature of ocean water for the growth of the corals is dash. As you know, corals are some of the living polyps who give out calcium carbonate, and that is nothing but the corals. So for the growth of corals, there is an optimum temperature required, not very cold, not very hot. So what is the temperature? The correct answer is option D, 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. As you know, for the ocean water, the optimum temperature should be less than 30 degree. Greater than 30 degree temperature indicates cyclonic conditions. So the optimum temperature is 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Now let us move to the next question. It is asking, tropical cyclones are not found between 10 degree north latitude and 10 degree south latitude. So this is the earth, equator, 10 degree north latitude and 10 degree south latitude. So within this area, the tropical cyclones are not found. What is the reason? Option A, high temperature. Option B, low salinity. Option C, great depth of water. Option D, minimum Coriolis effect. So as you know, in the earth, in the northern hemisphere, the winds will be rotated because of the earth's rotation. So since the earth is always rotating from the west to east, earth is always rotating from west to east. So due to this rotation, there is another effect called as the Coriolis force. So the winds will be drifted towards another direction. So in the northern hemisphere, the winds are drifted towards right. In the southern hemisphere, the winds are drifted towards the left. But at the equator, till 10 degree north, 10 degree south, there is absence of the Coriolis force. Coriolis force is not so effective here, and hence the circulation of winds which causes cyclones is not present in these areas. So we cannot find the tropical cyclones between 10 degree north and 10 degree south, and the reason is that there is a minimum Coriolis force which is seen in this belt. Next, which of the following is famous for the cotton textile industry? Lancashire, Newcastle, Sheffield, Durham. So as you know, right now, if you talk about 2021, almost in every place there is a cotton textile industry. However, the cotton textile industry started and boomed in Lancashire. Lancashire is a place in UK, and that is why you must have heard Mumbai. can be called as the Lancashire of India. Similarly, Coimbatore can be called as the Lancashire of South India, or they are also called as the Manchesters. So this particular place is Lancashire, which was in UK, and the cotton textile industry boomed from here. Now let us move to the next question. It is asking, which of the following metals the Jawar mines of Udaipur, yani ki this is Rajasthan, are famous for? So this is a question from Geography Minerals. Option A is iron ore, option B is mica, option C is zinc, option D is manganese. So Jawar mines is important for the zinc reserves over there. So Z for Jawar, Z for zinc. That way you can also remember it. Jawar mines of Udaipur, Rajasthan in zinc. Then if we talk about the zinc industry, China is the leading producer of zinc. So rank 1 producer is China. India ranks at the third position in the production of zinc. Why is Jawar mines important? So Jawar mines is the oldest mine of zinc in India. Apart from that, there is another mines which is the you can say largest reserves of zinc at a single place. If we want to see largest mines of zinc at a single place, then that is in Alaska. Alaska, which is a part of USA. So your Canada, USA, and here there is another part called as Alaska, which is also belonging to USA. So Alaska mines, and it is otherwise also called as Red Dog Pit. Red Dog Pit. So this is also a zinc mines. Now, zinc industry is also very important for us. So there was a convention which is Reinvest 2020, and the product linked incentive of India, via which manufacturing industry is giving Indian government is trying to give a boost to the manufacturing industry. So these all things were basically discussed in Reinvest 2020, the product linked incentive, the schemes and all that. And there also it was basically emphasized for the zinc industry, the production should be enhanced and all these things are also there. Now let us move to the next question. This is asking, which of the following Indian states is the greatest producer of the wind energy? So again, geography question from the energy, renewable energy. So Tamil Nadu is the greatest producer of wind energy. In India, the wind energy is produced majorly in these three states. Tamil Nadu is at rank 1, accounting for 30% of the wind energy production. Gujarat accounts for 20% of the wind energy production, and then Maharashtra accounts for 11% of the wind energy production. So this is rank 1, 2 and 3. Apart from that, in India, Jaisalmer is the largest wind farm of India. Okay, in India, Jaisalmer is the largest wind farm of India, and if we see state-wise, then Tamil Nadu is the largest producer of wind energy. So both way the questions can be asked to you. Now, if we talk about the renewable energy, globally, India is at rank 4th in the renewable energy. And the India's motto is one sun, one world, one grid. One sun, one world, one grid. Under this motive, the renewable energy of India, the renewable energy mission of India is there. And we are targeting to achieve 36% of our total energy consumption through the renewable energy. So as per our INDC, nationally determined contribution. Then in India, there is a target that by the year 2030, India will have achieved 450 gigawatts of renewable energy. And to achieve this, every year we need to accelerate, we need to increase our energy production, renewable energy production by 25 gigawatt every year. So if we do it in this manner, then only by 2030 we will be able to achieve 450 gigawatt. So this was something about your renewable energy things, renewable energy topic you should remember for the exams. Now let us move to the next question. It is asking, which of the following iron and steel plants does not function under the Steel Authority of India Limited? So as you know, SAIL, which is a PSU of India. So which of the following is not from them? The options are Durgapur, Raulkela, Bhilai, Jamshedpur. The correct answer is Jamshedpur. So Jamshedpur, that is Tata TSL, Tata Steel Limited in Jamshedpur, which is a private company. It is not under the government of India. The next question is asking from geography, tribes, human geography. The question is the Pygmy tribes is associated with dash. Option A is Sahara, option B is Congo Basin, option C is East Africa, option D is Kalahari. So the correct answer is Congo Basin. The Pygmy tribe can be found in the Congo Basin. If you see the Kalahari Desert of Africa, then there we can find the bush tribes in Kalahari Desert of Africa. Similarly, in Kenya, we can find the Maasai tribe. So these are the three types also you should remember. Now let us move to the next question. Which of the following countries has the highest anthracite coal reserves? As you know, anthracite is the richest type of coal, richest variety of coal. It has approximately 85 to 90 percentage carbon content in it. So USA is at rank 1 in the anthracite coal reserves. Second is Russia. Third is Australia. Fourth is China. And India's rank is 5th. So India is the 5th largest producer of coal. So first is USA. Second, Russia. Third is Australia. And from Australia, India also imports coal, anthracite coal, which is used in the Vizag steel plant, Vishakhapatnam steel plant. So this anthracite coal is imported from Australia to India. So Australia is the third largest producer. Then fourth is China, fifth is India. So I hope this is clear to you. Anthracite coals in India can be found in the region of Jammu and Kashmir only. So I hope this is clear, and now let us move to the next question. This question is asking, which of the following are matters on which the Parliament has the power to modify the provisions of the Constitution by the simple majority? What is the question asking? In the Constitution, on which matters by simple majority only the Constitution amendment can be done? The options are alteration of names, boundary, area of the state. Second, appointment of additional judges. Third, abolition of the state chamber of state legislature. Abolition of the second chamber of the state legislature, sorry. Fourth is administration of the scheduled areas. So this question is a bit ambiguous. I think all of the above can be done by the simple majority. So alteration of the names and boundaries of the state can also be done by simple majority. Appointment of additional judges also. Abolition of second chamber of state legislature. Administration of scheduled areas. All of these can be done by the simple majority itself. But here none of the options are matching. So 1, 2, 3, 4 all are correct, I think so.